I'm very in favour of public transport, and that's something I think we need to invest in. How are you supposed to be able to go to work if you live in a village and there's no bus service and you haven't got a car? It's really important, and also of course it would reduce congestion, it would reduce pollution, and whether or not climate change is happening, that's irrelevant in a way. The fact is that we're polluting our air, we're polluting our water, and only the Green Party is really fighting to protect it, to protect the environment and our health, because they're one and the same thing.
If you can't walk and cycle and your public transport is pretty much non-existent, then what are you going to do? You're going to use a car, and you're going to use it like this because you have no choice.
The council themselves have said it's to do with unlocking land for development, so it's got nothing to do with solving our problems. Dumping more houses once the link roads are built is not going to help our issue here. It's got nothing to do with it whatsoever. The Highways Agency have said that 12 to 15% of the traffic only is through traffic. So everyone's actually trying to get into Hereford. Having a bypass, like in Worcester, won't make much of a difference. They are trying to push a narrative that if we have a bypass, it's going to solve all our problems. It isn't. The bypass is to build houses, we know that, it's to unlock land. It's not going to help the traffic problem we have coming through the centre of town because everyone wants to get to work. If we have a school holiday, you can see the difference it makes. As couriers, we can see that suddenly the traffic flows so much easier, and it's a fraction of the amount of traffic on the road. The council should be concentrating on decent public transport systems and not worrying about link roads and all the associated apparent benefits, which simply don't exist and are not borne out.
But our view now, and it mirrors the view coming from the Department for Transport, is that when you're faced with a traffic and transport problem at any level, national, regional or local, the Department for Transport is saying that the road building plan must be the solution of last resort.
They walk in the garden, oh, the beautiful garden, so full of life, so very good. Wanna walk in the garden, oh, the beautiful garden, so full of life, so very good.
I don't think they've consulted anyone at all, and I really don't think they would have consulted us if I hadn't to discover this the way I did discover it and kick up quite a lot of fuss.
This is the estimate that we were given by one a tree surgeon and somebody else that came to visit us. I'm not mentioning any names, but they came to visit us with a close friend of ours, and he told us that it was approximately 300 to 500 years old. We've got no street lighting around here, and I like watching the sky at night when the occasions occur. If they put these roundabouts in, it's going to be like Blackpool. I'm not going to see any natural skylight at all. All I'm going to see are these lights. So that's another way. There's the noise, there's the pollution, and in this time of so much pollution, with the expected 1,600 plus houses coming in, you can say on average every house has at least 2 vehicles. All that pollution, chopping down trees, more kids, more people are going to be breathing in that pollution, and then there they are felling trees when what we should be doing is planting trees.
I think they've suggested planting trees as mitigation, haven't they? What do you think of their ideas of mitigation?
Well, I can't see how they can do that. My qualifications for saying that tree is, as I said, a very old tree, and I haven't got time to wait 500 years to see a tree of that majesty in the area. This road isn't really needed for traffic as it stands, because it will not help or relieve the volume of traffic going into Hereford itself. This is to accommodate councillors to sell their farmland for putting houses on. We are in a privileged position of keeping this marvellous planet of ours for future generations, i.e. my grandchildren and great-grandchildren. And the way that humanity is not looking after this planet, there will be no future for further generations. Humankind is going to be slowly wiping itself out because of greed.